All right, well, it is time to show you Ryan's 06 LJ. This was a sport model, came to us, stock. And as you know, the LJs are the desirable rig to build these days. They hold their value, they're super expensive to find, and they just make the perfect wheelbase. This one ended up at 110.5 with 1 tons. And it's just about done. When Ryan gets back, he has a couple things to finish up, like the locking hubs and spare tire rack and stuff. But let me walk you around this thing and kind of tell you about it. So we'll start, since I'm right here underneath. So we always like to build off of somebody's modular cross member. So this is actually the first time we've used Metal Cloak's cross member. And I definitely like it because it has this 45-degree angle here. Link mounts are kind of tucked in. So we bought their cross member, their belly pan, and then kind of built off of that. So the rear end, peek underneath here, is I think it's like an 02 3/4 ton Chevy factory disc brake 14 bolt. He went ahead and supplied us with an Artec rear truss. It's dual triangulated 4-link. The lower links have a few degrees in them, but the uppers are doing most of the work. If you climb around and peek underneath there, you'll be able to see the Atlas. So being this was a sport model, that solves the problem right away. You slap an Atlas in it. 1350 CV rear driveline, 1350 to 1350 standard front driveline, and then a high pinion Dana 60 front in this Jeep. And this axle was built by East Coast Gear Supply. So it's a high pinion 60 front. It has kingpin outers, reed knuckles, reed C's. As you can see, PSC hydro assist. They went ahead and put the Artec arms on this thing. We finished it all out. So drag link comes across here in the front, and the tie rod right below it, tied together, double sheared. We actually used Genrite's double shear Pitman arm on this one, and went with a 3-link. So the 3rd link is right here on the passenger side and goes up along and to the inside of the frame. Those are our brackets. That has 1.25" heim joints and 2-inch quarter wall tubing on the 3rd link. He hasn't got his bumper yet. We went ahead and went with the Curry anti-rock front and rear sway bars. Got to have the sway bars to get it to twist up well and then not be too loose. So on this one, it's got 2.0 Fox coilovers front and rear. And the front is 12-inch travel, and the rear is 14-inch travel. I believe. I might be wrong on that. Yeah, fronts are 12s, rears are 14s. Fox air bumps, limit straps, and then he went with the Genrite boat side rock sliders. So you got to clearance the side of the body, gives you this extra space right here, brings them up a lot higher. And then the Genrite full wraps. Genrite aluminum fenders. One thing that we didn't do in the front is we went with the standard line fenders instead of the high lines. So you do lose a little bit of up travel from tire rubs with the 40, but it's a lot easier to put in. These are our universal coilover towers for the rear. And then same thing, Fox 2.0 air bumps, limit straps, anti-rock sway bar. This is one thing. This is the Genrite full-size tank, and it doesn't allow you any room for the exhaust. So if you take a peek here, you can see the exhaust dumps right in front of the tire. And then if you sneak underneath there, there's not much room for a big muffler. So we got a nice stainless steel MagnaFlow muffler, but it's just a little guy. And it's not too loud. It actually sounds good. So she's running 40-inch Maxxis tires, and then actually Pro Comp 17-inch beadlocks that are starting to grow on me a little bit. And then we went with the Max Pro LED taillights, Genrite corner wraps. Like I said, he's going to deal with the tire rack when he gets it back. And if you peek underneath here, you can see we went with our WFO HD coilover mounts. And these hang down just about 1 inch below the axle, but the beauty is you can get a lot more travel out of it. So this thing is sitting super low to the ground and still has 6 to 7 inches of up travel in the front and rear. Don't mind the stock diff cover because he's going to put a cover on it when he gets home. But basically ended up at 110.5 on the wheelbase. Drives killer, PSC hydro assist, the whole kit. It's like the ultimate family rig, daily driver, wheeler. A few more things and he'll be on the trail. Hope you like this one.